Welcome to the Pre Nup, the wedding obsessed podcast designed to help you plan your dream day. I'm your host, Adriana, and each week I'm joined by the industry's top professionals, celebs, influencers, and friends who are sharing their best tips, advice, and mistakes they've made so you don't have to. The Pre Nup is a Love Stories TV podcast. This episode is brought to you by Pearl Planner.
Our wedding day was perfect, but 18 months ago, I was overwhelmed, behind, and buried in spreadsheets with 300 tasks ahead of me. Then I found Pearl Planner. Now Pearl Planner gets everything out of my head and off my list. It's like having a type A best friend who helps you plan your wedding, except she's powered by AI so you won't wake her up when you message her at 3 a.m. I just answered a few questions and boom, vision board, personalized checklist, tailored to my style, my budget, and my venue. No more spreadsheets I forget to update, no more sticky notes stuck to my dog. Everything is in one place and it actually makes sense. This morning I said, Pearl, my mother-in-law added 7 more guests. Help. Pearl just took care of it so I could take care of myself. When I want to check things off, I do. When I don't, I just ask Pearl AI to help. Dress recs? Done. For me, my bridal party, my cousin who insists on statement sleeves? Handled. Need help wording your invitation? Pearl's got it. Need honeymoon recs? Already packed my sunscreen. And because Pearl's connected to David's Bridal, every purchase earns me diamond points. So yeah, I'm literally planning my way to a free honeymoon. Planning doesn't feel like a second job anymore, it feels fun. Pearl Planner. Wedding planning powered by AI, fueled by love. Start planning now for free.
Today's episode is really fun and really informative because we're presenting a brand new product that, not to be dramatic, will change your life. And it's going to make wedding planning so much easier, so much more streamlined, so much more affordable. We're going to walk you through all the pain points that couples typically go through when they're planning a wedding and how you can get through them. And we're going to go through the things that you probably didn't even know were going to be issues. And I'm just so excited to present this product today. You guys are among the first people to hear about it. I have a very special guest with me today. We have Miss Rachel Silver.
Hi.
So instead of doing a traditional intro like I do with everyone, I'm just going to tell a quick little story.
Oh,
yeah.
Fun.
So year's 2021, I start the Pre Nup podcast from my home. My husband buys me a mixer and mics and I set up my iPhone and I'm Zooming anyone who will talk to me. And yeah, we have this janky little setup, but then it gets some traction and people start to like it. And I get an email from one Miss Rachel Silver of Love Stories TV. And everybody who's getting married, knows anything about weddings, knows Love Stories TV. It's the hub for all things wedding inspo. They have huge following. Everybody just knows Love Stories. I don't have to explain it. But I'm oh, cool. They probably want me to do a piece of content or something, collaborate. And we end up scheduling this call. And Rachel's we're expanding into podcasts. And we saw your podcast and we like it. We want you to be a part of it. And it was such a pinch me moment for me. It was a really pivotal thing. I was wow, I'm doing something cool. And I've since been doing something really cool with Love Stories and absolutely love you and the team. So Rachel, explain to everyone now what your role is, because Love Stories has pivoted and done all sorts of amazing things.
Well, thank you for feeling that way, because we feel the same. When we had the idea to make a podcast network and we were let's find people who are already great and talented and we can give them more resources and maybe more distribution. And you were the dream, exactly what we want to happen. Which is so the best feeling when it's mutual on both sides. So we're so grateful and we love you and we think you're the greatest.
Stop that.
Can't. It's just the truth. So, right. So I'm the founder of Love Stories TV and now the GM of media at David's Bridal. So David's Bridal acquired Love Stories TV at the end of last year and the whole team, came over. And so like you said, Love Stories TV is the biggest content and inspiration engine in the wedding industry. So now with David's, we have 10 million combined social followers, but Love Story TV has 8 million social followers, 20 million video views a month, the only podcast network in weddings, the biggest TikTok and YouTube in weddings, the only streaming TV channel in weddings. So wedding videographers from all over the world upload real wedding videos to lovestoriestv.com. They give all the data and details about the wedding. You can watch them to research a venue or just get ideas. And then we find the best, most amazing moments and put those on social, which is how we sort of exploded and then started doing original content, whether that was like a mini doc on a couple with a crazy story or now co-producing original podcasts with amazing people like you. And so, yeah, it's been so fun being part of David's, you know, and we're going to talk more about it today, but David's is expanding, right? And so the timing was just perfect for Love Stories to join, and that's what we're up to.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's all these like merges and blends, but we love it. And it's all great people.
Yeah,
and
great people.
Rachel is like technically my boss who likes to pretend that I'm her boss.
It's literally the opposite. We work for you. No, you're confused. That's like the opposite of how this works. We work for you. Our job is to make you happy. We get into, this is not the first time that I've been like, no. It's deeply not the way that it works.
I love talking to you. I'm gonna try to stay to task because
I know it's dangerous.
It's so dangerous with us, but like we're gonna have a lot of fun.
I know.
But we're presenting something that is really, really cool.
It is.
And amazing.
I'm so happy to be doing it with you also. Like it couldn't be more perfect.
I know. Me too. So, okay, I want to preface it before we get into this pearl, this wonderful product that is going to be available to all couples planning their wedding.
Correct.
Really quickly explain what Pearl is, just so people know what they're in for the episode.
Okay, absolutely. So David's Bridal is 70 years old, has over 190 stores across the US and Canada, and has always been a vertically integrated retailer, right? You go to a David's Bridal store and you buy beautiful wedding dresses that are designed and sold by David's Bridal. Mm-hmm. And last year, the team really committed to the strategy, which we're actually calling Aisle to Algorithm. I know, it's very cute.
It's very cute.
Which is basically just becoming the everything weddings company, okay? So we acquired Love Stories TV, so now all the wedding inspiration you could ever want. David's Bridal is expanding the products that they sell. So David's Bridal now sells Marchesa dresses.
Which
I know.
And the collection is...
It's stunning. You were at the breakfast.
Ridiculous.
Can't
Georgina
talk about
Chapman is like... Like being in her
She's
presence.
Iconic. I got to watch Jove and her do their interview, and I was like, just leaned in so deep. And I was like, she's like perfect. I don't know how. Am I allowed to say that? She's perfect.
Yeah, she's perfect. I think she's the kind of person you look at and you're like, she smells
How
good.
is she really? Yeah. Her hair was like so shiny.
Yeah, she's just, she's an icon. Everybody is
She's
obsessed.
incredible.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so David's is selling Marchesa dresses. Viola Chan, the head of couture for David's Bridal, is now designing couture dresses just for David. So you could buy luxury dresses at David's. We're selling Perry Ellis suits. We're selling jewelry. We're selling more shoes. Like in every David's Bridal store, you can register your groom and groomsmen for their suits with Gentux. Like everything you could shop for your wedding. Love Stories TV is all the inspiration you need for your wedding. But what's the real thing here? It's planning your wedding. And David's had a couple of tools for planning your wedding, but are totally relaunching that aspect of the business. So Pearl is like the wedding planning vertical of David's Bridal. And Pearl Planner, which is what we're going to talk today, is this new insanely amazing AI-powered wedding planning tool. It's going to blow everything else out of the water. And I'm just really, really excited about it.
I was saying to Chris earlier when I came in, I was telling him about Pearl, and I was like, yeah, like, Pearl's about to take my job, but like, I'm not mad at it.
No, wait, I have to. No. We feel this is not just like spin and PR. It is like deeply not replacing wedding planners. Actually, the whole idea is Pearl Planner is going to match you with or recommend you great wedding planners for you.
It's a great tool to work alongside a planner. I totally kid when I say that.
No, I know, but I
have like resources and stuff that I always give like free stuff to couples, but I always say like, this doesn't take the place of a wedding planner. It's just like
completely.
It's helpful information. And not everyone has a wedding planner. So if you can get that extra little zhuzh, it's really, really nice.
And the other thing too is, and we talk about this a lot, is that not every part of planning your wedding is done by a wedding planner, even if you have like a full service wedding planner.
Yes.
So, the example that I always like to share is engagement photos. So, first of all, like typically, unless you are having like a very high budget, like very full, staffed, wedding planning like team, like they're not going to be involved in your engagement photos, right?
Sure.
But engagement photos, think of how many tasks are actually in that. So you have to find the photographer, you have to get an outfit for yourself, you have to get an outfit for your partner, you have to get accessories for yourself, you have to do
the locations, getting the permits if you need them, like
hair, makeup.
It's a whole event in and of itself.
It's an event in and of itself. There's many, many tasks associated just with that. And even if you have a wedding planner, they're not getting involved in that. So it's like the amount of things that you have to do no matter what kind of team you hire is crazy. And we're going to take a lot of the stress out of it and make it like delightful for you.
Absolutely. And like just piggybacking off that, your bachelorette party,
100%.
Your bridal shower, like all these things, like the gifts for
your family, your bridesmaids dresses, like, and more people are hiring bridal stylists, and like you and I are so pro.
We love
but like
bridal stylists.
Not everybody is. You know what I mean? Or like maybe you have a day of coordinator. Like in 99% of cases, your wedding planner is not planning every little aspect for you.
No.
So you
and
need
also,
this.
So I did an episode recently with Ali Stagnita.
Yeah.
Of What Do I Do? She's a wonderful,
I want to
amazing...
give them a shout out. So she's working with Mostest now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Amazing. Love Mostest.
Gifts that they gave out at the show for Tanner Fletcher. The whole Tanner Fletcher show blew my mind. It was like one of the best things I've ever seen. I've been to a million bridal fashion shows, and Moses did like the gift bags. There were these great totes with little flowers. I want to like shout them out.
Yeah.
I thought I was so impressed.
No, Sarah and Allie, like they're such an amazing team.
Yeah.
And, if anyone doesn't know about Mostest, you can check out, we did an episode with Sarah of Mostest, and it's a la carte wedding planning. So like, again, it just goes hand in hand with these things. Like the more help we can get, the better.
100%.
That is, but why I brought Allie up was she had a full service wedding planner.
Yeah.
And she got married in Nashville. She's from New York.
Yeah.
And it was during Hurricane Helene, her wedding.
Boy. Poor thing.
Yeah. It ended up being fabulous. I mean,
the photos look amazing. I've seen them. Yeah.
She's so cute. Perfection.
Yeah.
But her whole not gripe. She loved her planner. She spoke very, very highly of them. But she was like, I didn't realize how many decisions I would still have to make. It's not someone who's just like, and you'll have this. Like, even if they're presenting you with two choices, you still have to make a choice.
100%. And you have to find that person. And a lot of times, many things have happened before you even hire that person.
Correct.
So, we love wedding planners. And actually, a huge part of Pearl Planner is to recommend great pros for you. So
absolutely. And the more we get into the future and technology and every aspect of our life is like, even if you're not a chronically online person, like it's a huge part of your life, even where you're getting your inspiration, like
100%.
Our TikToks and our Pinterest. So I want to ask you, because we were talking a little bit about your wedding before we started.
Yeah.
So what year did you get married?
Okay, I got married in 2013.
Okay. So not that long ago. However,
that's nice of you to say.
It's really not. And the way I'm going to be talking, it's like it's the dark ages, but it's really no. It's not that long ago. But from where we were then to where we are now,
different.
It's a different world.
100%.
So what was your planning experience like? Where were you getting your inspiration from? What were you doing?
Well, I'm the literally worst person to ask this, and let's just lay it all out there now. I had nothing to do with planning my wedding. My mother and my grandmother did everything.
I love this.
It was incredible. I'm very lucky and blessed. But what I will say is that there wasn't TikTok, first of all. But actually, the whole impetus for starting Love Stories TV was one of the huge changes I always say is wedding videos used to be on Vimeo.
Right. And a lot of them still are.
And so I was at Birchbox, producing content that like entertained women and helped them make purchase decisions. And I'm watching Facebook. Like we were all still on Facebook at that time. And I would see these wedding videos with Vimeo embeds. And I was like, this is the best content I've ever seen. And no consumers are going and hanging out on Vimeo to get ideas, which is, how we had the idea for Love Stories. But like, you couldn't launch Love Stories today because of TikTok. Do you know what I mean? Like, so much has changed, right? You used to need wedding vendor directories. And you used to need Love Stories TV to find all of those things. And now people are just on TikTok for the inspiration, which is like, again, Love Stories has the biggest TikTok to wedding, so we're very active there. But that's why you need Pearl Planner.
Yes.
Is because, you know, you need one place to do all of these things because so much has changed.
Right. And you need a reference point. So like when your mom and your grandmom are looking for vendors, it's probably a lot of like, okay, who do we know that got married?
Correct.
Like who is in our network? Who's local in the area? Like even Google search, like, yes, obviously we were Googling then and like, but we weren't finding the inspiration the way that we do on social media.
It's so different now.
So even if we were inspired by something on Pinterest, it's not guaranteed that we're going to be able to find like a replica of it
exactly
online. So fast forward to now where we're like, it's kind of the similar issue of we're getting the inspiration, but we're getting so much from everywhere, from all over the world. We're seeing these things. So we're loving something, but like, okay, where do we get it?
Right.
How do we get it in our budget? And that's where something like Pearl comes in to be like, oh, this is how we get it.
And that's exactly how it works. So Pearl Planner is a tool, a full service tool for planning your wedding, AI powered. Built a quiz with our own images where you can select. And so first of all, you go through and you say, dresses that you like styles of decor that you like, venues that you like. We put all these things we like, but we don't know how to define that. And being able to define it actually helps you in planning. So it does all this, and then it will say, your aesthetic is coastal elegance, or your aesthetic is like whimsical garden, okay? And now once we know that, and we know that you're looking for a venue in Nashville, or you're looking for a venue in Detroit, we can recommend a great one for you. And something else that's just cute that it does is it makes the whole dashboard styled to like your wedding taste, which is just like, again, like trying to make it fun and delightful all along the way. And I can get more into all the things it does, but that is exactly where it starts. It starts with your inspiration.
It does. And I took the quiz and it was very spot on for like what I would like. And it gives you kind of just a starting point. I love something coastal, but I also like want to be the Queen of England. And like, how do we get to a point where there's a cohesive but unique, like customized theme? And that's what Pearl aims to do.
Correct.
And there's also things that you wouldn't think of, like color palette.
Right.
Like, yeah, we see things in colors that we like, but like we're not thinking these are the 5-6 colors that are going to be like the theme and the tone of it. And if you're a planner or you're in the wedding industry, you know that is kind of important to have. But as a regular person, you're like, no, you're not picking color palettes like typically.
Exactly.
But yeah, the dashboard, it's like, it's so user friendly, and you kind of come in and you feel like, oh, here's my little hub, and I can like take my notes and I can pull it up on my phone. And one of the things that I really like about the dashboard is the way that it guides. So there's a little something that comes up and it's like, this is next task.
So that's like a really key thing that we did. So think about one of the big things that's changed since when I planned my wedding, one of the big things that hasn't changed is what I meant to say. So it used to be you Googled, how do I wait, I want to say that differently. It used to be that you Googled wedding planning checklist, okay? First of all, now people are using the chatbot. So they're saying, how do I plan my wedding? The way search is happening is totally changed. People are like asking questions. But in any case, what's going to pop up for you is a static PDF wedding planning checklist. Like that has not changed from 10 years ago till today, right? And some of the big wedding planning companies that we know about, that's how they get a lot of their traffic is people are searching like how to plan a wedding, and they've made like a static checklist.
Sure.
But that checklist doesn't reflect your wedding style, budget, choices, location. So what if you have 17 bridesmaids, or what if you only have one? What if you have 5 siblings, or what if you have 0? What if you're 2 women getting married or 2 men getting married? What if you have parents and step parents, or what if you don't have any parents? Like, do you know what I mean? What if you're having a religious wedding or not a religious wedding? Like that checklist does not know any of that.
Absolutely.
And it does not guide you. So that's what Pearl Planner does. So first it takes your style and then tells you your aesthetic and like makes the dashboard reflective of that. And then it asks you some questions, right? Like when are you getting married? Like where are you getting married? And then you can also chat with the AI and tell it as much details as you want about your wedding. And then the whole experience will be reflected to you.
Yes.
And tell you to do things in the order that you need to do them based on what you've already done.
Mm-hmm.
A PDF checklist cannot do that for you.
It can't. It really can't do that. And a lot of even really great planners, the traditional, like that you'll give to girlfriend, like that you print them, whatever.
Yeah.
They go by timeline. And a lot of the times those timelines
Correct.
are like, okay, a year to or 8 months to a year out, you get your dress. Okay, well, what if I'm getting married in 6 months?
This is a huge thing, which happens all the time. Or what if I'm getting married in 2 years?
Yes.
Like,
like I feel now I'm especially overwhelmed because I feel like I'm so behind. But it's like there's actually a really great way to do it in your time frame. Let's go a little bit customized. So that's what Pearl is doing. It's like a completely customized process.
Yes.
And it's different than some other platforms that I won't mention by name that have recently come out under some fire recently. I think everyone can kind of gather what I'm talking about. I'm not talking. I'm really not.
No, we're just being honest.
It's just there are hubs where you can like search for vendors.
Right.
And that's great. It's a great place to find vendors. However, like I know from advertising with these people that like you can pay for certain spots. So like I can't guarantee that I'm going to match with the best person for me because I maybe like I'm not in the top pay tier or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this I really like Pearl specifically because it knows your budget. It knows what you're looking for. And it's like, it's just matching you. If you're
100%.
If the vendor's on Pearl, if they're there, like you can find them.
And I'll tell you, like one of the things I love that we're doing for wedding pros. So we do want wedding pros to join Pearl so that they can, be recommended to brides. But so first of all, with some of the other platforms, it's very, very expensive. You know what I mean?
Sure is.
We have plans on Pearl that are $100 a year. And then you're in Pearl Planner and being recommended.
As a vendor.
And you can self-serve. You can just sign up with your credit card.
Yeah.
For $10 a month. You don't have to interact with, a sales team if you don't want to. Yeah. It's like very, very simple. And for people who want more, we actually also have a tier of Pearl for vendors where you can reach brides in your local David's store. So so everybody's in Pearl Planner, whether you're paying, $10 a month or $100 a month. But if you're paying $100 a month, you actually get to print like postcards about your business, and we put them in the bride goodie bags in your local David store, which is something that like nobody else can offer. And like we all know that when you're planning your wedding, you want information, like you want magazines, you like want, printables like to tell you, like when you go to register and they give you the gift bag, it's just like that, but like at David. So we feel like the thing we're offering vendors who do want to spend more is like totally unique and not something anybody else has.
Yes.
And it's very like, you can't fudge it.
Right.
It's like we're handing it to people who came in for a wedding dress appointment.
Exactly. And like, feel free to cut this, but like, fuck what you thought about David's before, because it's really
it's changing. No. It's changing so much. I mean, I think the thing about David's is like it has always been like an incredible place to buy a wedding dress. For everybody. So things people don't know is that every David's bridal dress comes in every size. There's no plus size at David's Bridal. Every bridesmaid's dress and every wedding dress comes in every size. And we go up to like, I think size 30 or something. Like it's so inclusive. The women who work in the stores are amazing.
Yeah.
But I think what I'm so proud of now is we're taking that like amazing experience people have in the stores and bringing it to everybody.
Yes.
So there are many brides, like myself included, like I didn't live near a David's Bridal. Like that's not where I got my wedding dress. Like so I would have never been able to interact in any way, like, with the company. And now Pearl Planner and selling Marchesa and starting to sell menswear and having all the accessories, like there is really, we're widening, what we're doing. And the other thing I'll say, sorry to brag about this, but David's NPS, which basically is a fancy way of saying like customer satisfaction score, is psycho high. Like it's higher than Apple, it's higher than Nordstrom's.
Wow.
The women who work in the David stores are like amazing. So it's like now we're bringing that to people who might be buying a $10,000 wedding dress and didn't think David's was for them, but they can use Pearl Planner.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So a lot of times, like we want to make certain luxury items accessible to like a budget
We're like
bride,
doing the
but
opposite.
You're doing the
we're
opposite.
Like, we're
yes.
like, hey, luxury girlies,
Like,
like now you can get in on like the amazing service of David's. 100%. It's like we're growing in reverse, weirdly.
Yes.
I know.
No,
it's
but
interesting.
I love it. And I'm
me too.
obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And Pearl is like, it's all hand in hand. It's like, it's moving so quickly, but it's so exciting.
Yeah.
But Pearl really is like I would say it's less of your like wedding planner, because we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
There's nothing like having a seasoned professional who is like guiding you along the way, but it's kind of like a wedding assistant.
100. It's like an assistant. We always say it's replacing spreadsheets.
Yeah.
It's replacing like static checklists.
Yes.
It's replacing like sticky notes. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like,
because I think we
Yes.
didn't mention this, but within each category, like not only can you search for vendors that are specific to all of your needs, style, budget, everything.
Yeah.
You can also make notes, and
100%.
like everything's dated, and it's really like having a handbook with you.
like a wedding binder. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And the nice thing too is you can, we all use the chatbot now. I mean, I like chat GPT is like my girl or boy. I think, I don't know. Is my chat GPT?
I think my chat GPT is a boy.
I think mine's a boy too. For some reason, I feel like mine's a boy. And I love him. But what will happen is like it answers questions for me, but like a Pearl AI, she's a girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pearl AI is
No,
the
Pearl's
chat.
a girl.
The chat within Pearl Planner is called Pearl AI. And you can do things like the joke we keep making is like, hey, my mother-in-law just added 7 people to my guest list. So now whenever we're talking about guest list anywhere in Pearl Planner, it's not 300 people, it's 307 people. And then it just updates everywhere.
Yes.
So that's like a really powerful thing. It's very different than just like chatting to get a question answered. You know what I mean? It can send you reminders and it can like make all of those changes. It's pretty cool.
It's really nice to have like a totally unbiased like logistical thought, because if you come to me and you're like, my mother-in-law added 7 people, I'm like, fuck her.
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
not coming to the wedding anymore. Like that's
she's
the
off
solution.
the island. Yeah, she's off the island. I know. I mean,
no, I'm teasing, but it is true. Like sometimes you have an issue and you don't need to vent.
Correct.
Like
a solution.
A solution.
An objective solution.
Yes.
I mean, that's the thing that we always talk about is that, you know, you get engaged, like you're so happy, like you're so excited, you know, you're obsessed with your ring, hopefully. You know, you're
like,
obsessed with your partner, hopefully. And like, you know, you have like maybe a day or like hopefully a couple days of just like really true excitement. And then the overwhelm happens. It's like a sharp turn. It's like people are like, well, when are you getting married? How many people are you going to have? You start to think about budget. Like, and it can be very overwhelming. You don't know where to start. And there's hundreds of tasks. Like we already talked about the thing about engagement photos. So play that out across, you know, the whole thing. It's not just like hire, you know, a floral designer or hire a caterer, right? It's like, who should my bridesmaids be? Are they the right people to plan the shower? How involved am I going to be in the shower? If I'm involved in the shower, that's an event in itself. You know, like you already went through a bunch of these, like gifting, like the outfits you need, you know, all along the way. Like there's just so much overwhelm. You don't know where to start. So what Pearl Planner does, it's like, okay, we are going to give you a personalized, you know, experience. Here are the things you need to do. Here's the order you need to do them in. And we're not even going to show you the things that are 6 months away.
Yeah.
Because that's stressful for you. You know what I mean? We're going to like walk you through it and help you and match you with the professionals. And like, in theory, like wedding planning should be fun.
Totally.
And
It's a party.
Yeah.
Like we forget that a lot.
Yeah.
But it's just because of exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You have all these people come in with their opinions.
Yes.
And they make your wheels start turning about things that like you don't actually need to touch.
Correct.
But there is this idea in the wedding world, at least, that like if you don't do it now, you miss your opportunity.
100%.
Like you can't get a dress if you don't get it, at maximum 8 months before your wedding.
By the way, go to David's Bridal. I just interviewed one of the stylists, and they were like, we have fitted people for their wedding dress the same day.
Yeah.
Like girls who thought they didn't want a wedding dress. So
Or,
didn't
like,
mean to interrupt
God
you, but like
forbid-
you can
No.
there are different ways to do it. You can always get what you need.
You can.
And
You
Pearl Planner's
can.
going to help you figure out the way to do it for you.
Absolutely. And it's a lot of pressure and it's a lot of stress because
Yeah.
you're spending a lot of time, a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
want it to be this really, really special day, which like this is what we've built our lives on.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we do get it.
Yeah.
It's not to diminish the feeling, but it doesn't have to be as anxiety inducing
Totally.
as people will make you think it has to be.
Totally. And what I do like about Pearl Planner also is that we're acknowledging this. So I will admit, like I remember early in my career at Love Stories, like right after I got married, because I had this like really amazing experience, like I get along so well with my family,
Mhm.
my mother had like planned everything for me, like I'm lucky to be like obsessed with my husband since I'm 5 years old. Like I used to sort of have this perspective where I was like, people should stop being such complainers. I'll be honest with you. I was like, you're so, and I'm 30 years old and I have friends who are like dying to meet their partner and they're single and they're miserable. And so I'm like, you shouldn't be complaining. You get to have a wedding. You get to marry someone that you love. Your
Yes.
family wants to participate. And frankly, it was a little naive because it's still hard. Like there's just like, interpersonal dynamics and like drama, and whether you have $1 million or $10,000, you have to figure out how to spend it. It's the
Yes.
most money you've ever spent.
Totally.
And I think that it's okay to acknowledge like it's a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
But with a tool like this, it shouldn't feel like crippling. Like
Absolutely.
that's the thing.
And it kind of takes away this like, okay, you can get really great resources, but like we're choosing, we're spending a lot of time looking for these things. Like to have it all in
Correct.
one
Yeah.
hub is
Correct.
just
Yeah.
we love.
Yeah.
We want more.
And there's so many fun things like coming too. So first of all, if you activate Pearl Planner, you earn diamond rewards points.
Tell me more about
Yeah.
Diamond Rewards because
It's very cool.
I have to admit, I'm so bad. I get a slap, but
No,
I'm confused about.
No. This is why we're here.
I'm confused about Diamond Rewards.
I'll
Explain
tell you.
to me.
Okay, so Diamond Rewards is the David's Bridal loyalty program. So think like Delta Sky Miles or like Starbucks rewards. Okay,
Yes.
so like for all every dollar you spend on David's Bridal, you earn diamond rewards,
Yes.
and then those diamond rewards can be traded in for different things, and the ultimate thing is a honeymoon.
Oh.
And the way that it works is so if you're planning your wedding, again, even if you don't get your dress at David's,
Yeah.
you should sign up for Diamond Rewards because if your flower girls get their dress at David's, that goes towards your Diamond Rewards. Or, if your groom gets his bow tie at David's, or if you get your bridesmaids earrings, or your mother-in-law's dress. So like,
yeah, like don't forget accessories and shoes and all that good
everything
stuff.
bought for your wedding, even if bought by someone else, can go towards your diamond rewards.
Yeah.
So everyone should really have it at David's. And now with Pearl Planner, different things you do in Pearl Planner are also going to earn you rewards, which
Yeah.
just get you closer to like a free honeymoon.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of amazing. David's has like nearly 3 million Diamonds Rewards members.
Oh my
Like it's
God.
like an incredibly popular program, and it's amazing. And everyone should like, if you're getting married, you should just sign up for it.
Yeah.
Again, like even if you aren't getting your dress there. So yeah, that's like integrated into Pearl Planner. And so also, let's say you're in Pearl Planner and it's like, okay, time to get your bridesmaids dresses. Like there's some very cool tools in Pearl Planner coming to like collaborate with bridesmaids, but also like it could recommend bridesmaids dresses. And when those get purchased, like you'll get diamond rewards.
That's really nice.
Yeah, for your brides, like 7 dresses or 17 or 1 or whatever.
I don't want to misspeak on this, and I could
No.
probably still find the receipt, and I'm almost certain this is true. But
Can't
I'm
wait.
pretty sure I got my shoes from David's for my wedding. They were like the Badgley Mishka, like
Correct.
yes, like the standard brand.
Yes.
And I think I can present receipts for this.
That's so funny.
but diamond rewards weren't a thing yet because I
That's
was I didn't get to.
It's only a couple years old, but
Yeah.
and that's the thing actually about David. So today, David sells 33% of all the wedding dresses in the country, which is
It's insane.
insane,
Yeah.
right? And now by selling Marchesa, going into couture with Viola Chan, like that's going to even expand. But 90% of brides interact with David's at some point while they're planning their wedding because maybe they bought their shoes, or maybe they didn't even buy their shoes at David's, but they searched wedding shoes, they ended up on davidsbridal.com and like
Yes.
browsed around, or maybe their flower girl dress. So that's part of the reason that like David's acquired Love Story CD, and my job now is that media network, right? Because now like different brands are advertising on David's because they want to reach 90% of brides,
Right.
even if that bride's not buying a wedding dress from David's. And those brands also are going to be present in Pearl Planner. So it'll be like time to do your invitations, and that will be brought to you by Shutterfly, and it will like connect you with like an easy solution from Shutterfly. Or okay, here's some honeymoon recommendations, and we'll give you all different kinds, but also we might have like more details on the sandals recommendations because we're working with sandals. And it's like those brands want to be part of David's because we reach 90% of brides, and it's like brides want those solutions. Like
Yes.
brides want great offers from Shutterfly. They want great offers from sandals. Like they want to be connected with the products and services they need.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They're like trying to spend $30,000. You're like, I need to do all these things. Match
Yes.
me with the right products and services.
Yes, 1,000%. Okay, I do think we covered a lot of Pearl, but like, is there anything? When is it available to everyone? Like, how can they access it? At what price point? Like,
Great.
fill us in.
So, okay, I'm going to say this, but we might not. The dates are funny, but
That's
okay.
fine.
So we are going to be Pearl Planner. Maybe we haven't said this enough times, and we should like flash on the screen.
Yeah,
Pearl
yeah.
Planner's free, by the way.
Pearl Planner's
Pearl Planner's free. It's free to everybody, whether you have a David's Bridal appointment for your dress or not. Pearl Planner is free for you. We encourage everybody to use it.
Yeah, I don't think we mentioned that.
Yeah, we should. We'll put it in the title of the episode. Free Pearl Planner. It's free.
Because I said product in the way that like.
Yeah, people might. Yeah, it's free.
Yeah, I
Free,
think
free,
maybe
free.
we need to fit something in at the beginning where I'm like saying this is a free product.
That's so funny. We'll jam it in. Maybe Erica can just put like a persistent free on the screen.
Free.
Hey, shout out to Erica always. So it's free for everybody, but we are going to be launching it in like an exclusive beta. So people who are really excited and want to test it first, we're going to make it available to you, and then after that, we'll launch full open launch, and so we'll make sure all those dates are in the descriptions.
And so fun because like if you're in the beta, then like interact with
we
with
want
Pearl.
feedback.
Like,
Exactly.
yes. Tell us
exactly.
exactly what you want,
Correct.
what you need.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's huge. Mike, who's our head of product who built Pearl Planner, is so talented and always like, joking. He's like, I am not the customer of this. So I want, he works with all of us, but like
Yes.
we want, as much feedback as we can get.
Yes. Okay. I was so excited about this. All right. Well, I'm so excited for all the brides to use Pearl, and I am so appreciative of you telling me this. Do we have time to do a little premarital counseling?
Oh my
and
gosh.
after party?
Yes. I feel so
Yay!
excited.
Yay.
Especially I get to do the game.
You are the most special. You're a favorite. Okay, let's get this up. Where is she? Okay, all right. We'll do. This is a short one anyway, so we'll do our premarital counseling.
great.
We always give a fake name because we keep it anonymous. If anyone ever wants to write in, they can email Adriana at the-pre-nup.com or podcast@lovestoriestv.com.
Micro machines.
So, what should we call this lovely bride? Keep her on.
Let's call her Beyonce because I'm looking at the
Beyonce.
Jay-Z.
I love it. Okay. All right. Hi, Beyonce. You'll know by the submission. She says, hi, Adriana and Rachel. Big fan of the prenup. I have a short question for you. Is it weird if I don't do the traditional formalities of a wedding, like intros, first dance, cake cutting, bouquet toss? My wedding is more of a dinner/cocktail party of 50 to 60 people. I don't want to off-put anyone by not doing quote unquote wedding things. Is that weird? Love a basic bride.
Love her.
Okay, first of all, I'm not a basic bride.
Yeah, no.
Like-
You're like unbasic that you're asking and like innovating.
Yes, you're an innovative.
You're
yes.
an advanced bride.
You're Beyonce. First of all, I don't think it's weird.
Agreed.
I think it's great. I want to first touch on
Yeah, go through what are the thing.
bouquet toss. Like,
Do you want to know what I did for bouquet toss at my wedding?
tell me.
At the end of the night, had some champagne, realized I hadn't done it.
Yeah.
I'm in the parking lot with my little brother's like 4 best friends, threw the bouquet. I'm pretty sure Jake Osterman, shout out, caught it, loved it, and was psyched. And that was the bouquet toss at my wedding because we were having too much fun and like fully forgot. And that was a great memory.
That's
So,
the thing,
like-
though. But like to your point, that's such a cute story.
I
But
know.
also like you don't want to interrupt the fun to do
No,
these.
if it doesn't sound fun, I think all of these things, like if it sounds fun to you, do it.
Yes.
If you're asking us, it might not sound fun to you and you don't have to do it.
If you dread the idea, if you're not like dancing at your wedding,
Yeah.
it's kind of awkward to have a first
Totally,
dance. Like, and then
totally.
that's it. No one else is going to dance. Like,
Totally.
I say don't do any of them. Have fun. You're going to be a rock star. It's going to be the best day ever.
Another thing I remember doing in my wedding was we didn't have a cake. We had like cherry pies because it was like in Michigan, like in a barn, 2013.
Yeah.
And I will say the pictures from that, like I remember feeling like that was fun and cute. But my memory is I don't think everyone was like silent or stopped what they were doing. Like Justin and I went to do it. We took a picture. It was fun and cute. It was like a moment for us. Like some people standing around were kind of like watching and cheering. I think that's another way to do some of these things. It doesn't have to be like stop everything, you know, and talk. If you have a wedding coordinator or planner, like talk to them. They'll have advice based on your wedding. Or ask
Such a good point.
Pearl AI.
Ask
Pearl AI.
Pearl have a suggestion for you.
She will.
No, but that is such a good point too. Like if you introductions, like that's very attention heavy, but like maybe there is some light music and you want to have like a first dance, but you don't want it to be this announcement like, and now the couple takes the stage.
Yeah.
Like I have a microphone in front of me and I'm making a microphone signal as if
you and I would make good, we would be
Idiot.
really good wedding DJs and MCs, let's be honest.
Totally.
Hire us.
No, we would do it. And I don't want to speak on your behalf, but I think we would do it for free.
I was just going to say, I feel maybe David's Bridal would sponsor your wedding if you invite Adriana and I to come MC it. Just putting that on the universe.
We would have a friggin' ball. I think we need to do this.
Oh,
Okay,
call
Rachel,
us.
we're going to finish with our after party, which
Okay.
is just like our final questions.
Great.
First question, honeymoon hotspot.
Ooh, Hawaii. I just went to Hawaii for the first time. It's perfection. It's not
Remind
cliche.
me where you went.
I went to Oahu to Turtle Bay. It was perfect in every way. It's worth the hype. I'm from the Midwest. I didn't get it. I'd been going to Florida. Like, just
It's different.
It's perfect and amazing, and everyone should go.
Okay, Hawaii,
Yeah.
you cannot go
I heard
wrong.
the Four Seasons, Maui is the best place on earth.
I've heard it's
That's what
so
everybody
fabulous.
says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a goal of mine.
Yeah,
I
same.
really need to get there.
Same.
Gotta get to the Four Seasons. Okay, what song will get you on the dance floor at a wedding?
Oh my God. You know what I was dancing to last night with my son is what's the new Sabrina Carpenter song about boys?
Man-child.
Yes. Bobby and I
Cute.
had a dance party, and I want to learn the TikTok dance really bad. It's so cute.
We'll work on it.
Yeah.
I'll learn it with you. I'm going to my niece's graduation tonight, and she's always like
Incredible. Ask
giving
her
me
for
the
tips.
Yeah, we'll ask
Yeah.
her for the tips.
Okay.
Okay. What hors d'oeuvre will you never pass up at a wedding?
Oh, anything that I can fit in my mouth without having to bite. Here's my thing. I'm wearing lipstick. I'm holding my phone. I'm holding a drink. I don't have like time for like utensils and forks. I want something that I can like pop all the way in.
Mm-hmm.
So
1000%.
whatever that is,
Like a mini crab cake ball. is
100%,
nice, like
100%.
something of that nature.
yeah, bite size.
A bite.
I
yes.
want
And
everything to be bite size.
Nothing with a fork.
No.
Like I don't want.
I
don't
can't.
want to.
I'm holding too many things. Yeah, I've got a clutch.
No.
I'm
The
busy.
card.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's too
No.
much. Okay.
Justin's got the card, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Smart.
I'm sending the card 6 months later. Let's be real.
Okay, what is your signature cocktail or mocktail?
Okay, I will drink champagne all day and night. And also, like, I'm drinking a lot of Aperol spritzes still. I don't care.
Oh,
I
hell
love
yeah.
them. They're refreshing. Whatever.
Yeah.
I love them.
They're-
I was on, you know what? I was on them before they were cool, which means I think I can stay on them after people say they're not cool anymore because I was OG.
1000%.
Yep.
1000%. Okay, and what is one hot take or tip that you have for brides planning a wedding?
Use Pearl Planner. That's why I'm
It's a hot
here.
tip.
It's a hot tip.
Yeah,
It's
come on.
No, guys, it's really I've been in weddings now for like I don't know, since 2016.
Yeah.
I've seen all of the different platforms and like technologies come and go. Like this is truly amazing and it's free, it's gonna make your life easier, it's fun. Like,
It's like
try
kind
it
of a
out.
no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
It's free.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's the future.
It's the future. The future is here. We're in a
Future's-
time machine.
Oh my God, that's scary. I'm already thinking of another tangent, but we have to wrap the episode. I love you so much. Thank you for being
Thank you
here.
for doing this. It was so fun.
Yes. And check out Pearl. You can check, what is the website for Pearl?
Okay, pearl.davidsbridal.com is where you can find Pearl Planner and use it. And also you should be following Love Stories TV on all social channels, David's Bridal on all social channels, and Pearl.
Yeah.
We're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, and there's like some really really fun, awesome wedding planning advice and content for vendors. So check that out also.
Do it, people. You won't regret it. Rachel, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks for tuning into the Pre Nup.
This episode is brought to you by Pearl Planner.
Our wedding day was perfect, but 18 months ago, I was overwhelmed, behind, and buried in spreadsheets with 300 tasks ahead of me. Then I found Pearl Planner. Now Pearl Planner gets everything out of my head and off my list. It's like having a type A best friend who helps you plan your wedding, except she's powered by AI, so you won't wake her up when you message her at 3 a.m. I just answered a few questions and boom, vision board, personalized checklist, tailored to my style, my budget, and my venue. No more spreadsheets I forget to update, no more sticky notes stuck to my dog. Everything is in one place and it actually makes sense. This morning I said, Pearl, my mother-in-law added 7 more guests. Help. Pearl just took care of it so I could take care of myself. When I want to check things off, I do. When I don't, I just ask Pearl AI to help. Dress recs? Done. For me, my bridal party, my cousin who insists on statement sleeves? Handled. Need help wording your invitation? Pearl's got it. Need honeymoon recs? Already packed my sunscreen. And because Pearl's connected to David's Bridal, every purchase earns me diamond points. So yeah, I'm literally planning my way to a free honeymoon. Planning doesn't feel like a second job anymore, it feels fun. Pearl Planner. Wedding planning powered by AI, fueled by love. Start planning now for free.
Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform or on the Love Stories TV YouTube channel. Follow at _pre_nup and at Love Stories TV on Instagram for more. Have feedback or suggestions for the next episode? Feel free to reach out to us at podcasts@lovestoriestv.com.